Give me don't give me okay. We're good. Talk. Say something.
Testing 1, 2. We are live, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from LA. And
Compton. Why not? No one can prove nothing. All right. Get the rolling here.
That's right.
Let's start. Well, oh, somebody dinged me. Who is that? Oh, that's you dinging me. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If you're live, you're seeing behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. All right.
I'm
Here we
drinking.
go. I'm gonna go on with this David Ellison guy because he chaps my hide. He chaps my hide.
Mm-hmm.
He's the amazing Dr. Gray. He's Mr. Organized. He can organize your life too. And if rash develops, discontinue use.
This is the world famous Strictly Business Show with me, Dr. J, the sexiest business show in all the world, bringing you all the entertainment, business, and pop culture news you can stand, you can stomach. I'm here with my co-host, Patricia Ray, actress, podcaster. Don't be shy, Patricia Ray. Let's hear them lungs, them actress lungs.
Patricia Ray here, live and in person, ready to rock and roll, giving you all the information from Hollywood.
Is that all you can give me? I mean, is your mic low? Can you pump your mic up a little bit?
Why?
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. There we go. There we go.
All right. Don't be shy today. Why are you being so shy today? You look great. For people who can't see you and people who can see you, they know how great you look on YouTube.
Oh, thank you.
And it's a pleasure to have you on. And it's the end of baseball.
Oh, goodness. That was an 18-inning, hold your breath game.
A lot of excitement in baseball. But let's move on. I got 4 months to not allow a professional baseball team to dictate my mood. So I'm going to enjoy this time. Not dictate my blood pressure, not dictate me what I do all evening, but I really enjoyed this baseball season. So I'm going to get back into my baseball cards and all that stuff too. And Dr. J has a baseball show with Mateo Robato,
who happens to be my husband.
Her husband, her better half, or worse half, however you want to do it. And so we'll keep doing that throughout the winter because there's lots of baseball news going on. So, okay, let's get to some news right here, Patricia Ray. Paramount Pictures finally got their merger. We know about the merger with Skydance Media. This was a big thing. This has been in the works for like 5 years almost.
Really? I mean, I didn't realize it. Yeah.
This was works a long time ago between David Ellison and who's a trust fund brat, and the girl who helped broker the deal of Paramount Studios, the family that owned Paramount Studios, she was also a trust fund brat. She came from 3 generations of wealth.
Wow.
So you basically had a bunch of trust fund babies playing business people with monopoly money.
Merger.
And the merger is just a way of, mergers don't do anything but increase stockholders' bottom line and make them more money that they will never live long enough to spend. But in the new Paramount, because the first casualty of mergers is layoffs. So the new Paramount design with Skydance mergers laying off 10% of its workforce. They figured that to be about 1,000 people to start with, achieving some of the cost savings that David CEO Ellison promised investors when he took charge of the media company over the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, investors, see, that's what he's talking about. The many divisions of Paramount, Skydance, will be impacted from the iconic movie studio to CBS News to Comedy Central, and they've already done it in CBS News because I like to watch the Channel 9 News, KCAL Channel 9 News, and they're owned by CBS, so they simulcast now. So you know how every news network has a news show? Channel 9 runs CBS News. So if you turn to CBS at 7 a.m., you'll see Channel 9 news people doing the news. So so they've already cut that out, and it's going to go across the news. It's Comedy Central, and about 1,000 jobs are affected to be cut in the near future. Ellison, who headed the production company Skydance and merged it with a much larger Paramount, said in a memo Wednesday morning that these steps are necessary to position Paramount for long-term success. Success not meaning in movie making, not success for artists and creative people, but long-term success for investors and stockholders. Nothing to do about the art.
No, he did say that we are addressing redundancies that have emerged across the organization. In others, we are phasing out roles that no longer align with our evolving priorities, and the new structure designed to strengthen our focus on growth. So
now let me explain it to everybody. When people when they talk about redundancy, and we see it in the government, people talk about too much redundancy in the government, too many jobs. This is always coming from people who've never really had a real job. So they don't understand that everybody's not doing the same job. You just got certain mechanisms in place so nobody won't screw up the job and somebody will catch somebody before they screw up. But given the fact you never had a job, and you never went to work every day from 9 to 5, you don't understand why 3 or 4 people kind of do the same job, or a department has 5 or 6 people in it because the department has one name. So you figure one person should be able to do the job. That's what that means. That's fancy CEO talk for, I don't understand why so many people need to be in this department.
Why can't one person do all these jobs?
Why can't one person, like you're an actress, Patricia Ray, why can't the person who does hair also do makeup?
They can on smaller budgets, they do, but on big budgets, they have people that just do hair. And then
why can't the hair person do makeup and do craft services? That's what this means in redundancy.
Yes, exactly. And we're talking about a merger of Skydance. This is a huge movie conglomerate that had put movies out like Life, the Mission Impossible series, G.I. Joe, Jack Ryan. I mean, so many movies. Air, True Grit. They're all going to be part of that library now.
Well, let's start from the beginning, though. For some of you who don't know who David Ellison is, allow Dr. J to explain David Ellison.
Dr. J, why don't you give us the 411 on David Ellison?
David Ellison was a USC film student who dropped out in 2005 to make a movie called Flyboys. You never heard of it. You remember it? Okay, you're an actress. You heard of it. It cost $60 million to do. It only made $17 million. It was a complete dud.
Wow. How did he get $60 million? USC.
I'm glad you asked. It wasn't even USC. He got $60 million of family money because he is the son of Larry Ellison. Who's Larry Ellison, Dr. J? Larry Ellison is the co-founder of Oracle Corporations, the software company. Larry Ellison, unlike his son, grew up in a middle-class Jewish household in Chicago, pulled himself up by his own bootstraps, went to college, got a degree in physics and computer sciences, and was able to move on up like George and Wheezy and co-found Oracle Corporations. You've heard of it. We've all seen it on the computer. And Larry Ellison is worth $340 million. I'm kidding.
Crap.
I'm kidding. He's worth $350 billion.
What?
Yes. So Giving his son $60 million to make this dud is like me giving my son $50 to go out to dinner with his youth group at church on Sunday nights. Go wild, son. So this is the son of a billionaire
Who went to USC.
who went to USC, dropped out, said the hell with this education. Who needs education when dad's worth $340 billion, has all these connections? And guys who have $340 billion, they have friends who have $500 billion or $20 billion or $500 billion. And this is how he got to where he is. So he's not a boy genius. He doesn't have an MBA. He doesn't have a doctorate like Dr. J. He's not some genius kid. He's just somebody whose daddy has $340 billion. And this is why he's in the situation he is in right now. So,
Also good to know that this movie, Flyboys, it stars James Franco, Jennifer Decker, Jean Reno,
and
David Ellison is in this movie.
Of course,
so he
why
funded
not?
a $60 million movie that only made $17 million back because he was in it.
He was such a bad actor. His dad had to give him $60 million just so he can be cast in a movie. Is his acting that bad? So don't give me any of this. Pull
I've
yourself
never
up.
seen him act.
You never seen him act? Well, well, I don't know. It had to be pretty bad if Dad had to say, "Let me do $60 million." Dad could have given him $5 million. He could have starred in the indie.
I mean, he did produce the Top Gun series, so he knows what he's doing as a producer. I mean,
Patricia Ray.
He knows
there are many producers in movies now. Does every producer really know what they're doing?
You're just upset with him because he's good friends with Trump.
No, I'm not upset with him.
And Trump is very interested in this Paramount, Skydance, Warner Brother merger.
Yes, because there's some other things going on here. Listen, I'm not vilifying his dad. Look, if most of us had $340 billion, yes, we would set our kids up for success, especially most black and brown people, because we already know the system's rigged. So, of course, I'm not going to make my kid bust his hump and take your nonsense, when I know the system's rigged already. So, yes, I don't want them. Michael Jordan's kids all work for the Jordan brand. You know what I'm saying?
And they also get to, there's those tax loops when you put your children on the corporation and you kind of keep it in the money, and
yes,
and you get to set up like tax shelters because they work for your company.
Well, the problem though is once you start cutting real jobs of people who really work, who don't have parents, who have $340 billion, you're not making a whole lot more money. I mean, look, there's always overtures in show business. We know that. I mean, the catering, you've been on TV sets and movie sets. The catering alone is wasteful money. You order all this fancy food, you throw it out in the night, and you repeat the next day. Right? A bunch of PAs and interns that don't get paid take the food home for themselves. There's wastage everywhere.
Absolutely.
But this guy isn't some genius who knows what he's doing. He's making a decision, and I'm sure he's surrounded himself around some people with MBAs that know what they're doing. But this doesn't help the arts. That's what I'm afraid of. So we're going to lay off news anchors. We're going to lay off people. So we're not going to make as many TV shows because now the money's in the library, right, Patricia Ray? The money's in the libraries. Movies that have been done already.
Yes, the Taylor Sheridan Library alone is worth billions of dollars.
Yes. So
which is going to stay at Paramount. The whole Yellowstone, all the spin-offs, and Lioness, and 1923, and Landman, and Tulsa King. They're going to keep all that library.
And they're going to make more money off of it because people are still, you can't watch enough material. I'm ashamed to say this, but I'm just now starting to watch Empire. Never watched an episode of Empire in my life.
Wow.
But I'm now streaming it on Disney Plus. And there's so many. Abbott Elementary. I haven't watched an episode of that, but I'll eventually get to it. But what is that? So we got enough material to not really produce anything. And that's what I'm afraid this is going to, the point where why hire wonderful actresses like yourself, Patricia Ray, if there's such a mountain of stuff that nobody's even seen yet?
That's true. I
So
mean,
is that the plan?
how just the amount of new content that's not going to be see the light of day. And we should, not on this episode, but we should get into talking about verticals, because that's another form of content creation that's also taking away from formatted television and films.
And so is social media and a bunch of stuff. I'm sorry I went off on this tantrum about David Ellison. I don't know him personally. I mean, David, you want to do business? Let's do business. But I just want to let the people know where you are. Hey, trust me, if I had $340 billion, I wouldn't have a radio show. I'd own a radio station, a few hundred of them.
A state.
24 hours of like Dr. J and Patricia Ray, 7 days a week.
Yeah, peace out. I like that.
All right, you've got the world famous Strictly Business Show with me, Dr. J, and my co-host,
Patricia Ray,
on the New HD Radio.
Oh, my ears hurting.
Well, I got upset about that.
Hot. Hot.
I know I'm hot. I can't turn on air conditioner. I don't get too cold.
Here we are. I was toasted. Toasted.
Man. Okay. You want to do the did you read the grocery store thingy?
Mm-hmm.
Let's mention Gloria Estefan's sister first.
Gloria Estefan's daughter.
Yeah.
Emily Estefan.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
She's Cuban, right? Or Puerto Rican?
Cuban.
Oh,
They live in Miami.
Miami. Come on, baby, let me do that conga. That's the first song I remember. Okay. Glad when the Dodger season's over. Oh, so stressful. This is the world famous Strictly Business Show. With me, Dr. J, and my co-host,
Patricia Ray.
Patricia Ray May, actress, podcaster, healer, artiste, painter,
producer.
Have
writer.
you ever? First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry I went off on a tantrum about David Ellison. I don't know him personally. I mean, Dr.
He's probably
J
not going to be inviting you to any of his holiday parties.
I could charm him. I mean, I've been blessed with charisma, so I actually get along better. And good looks. Thank you very much. So I've actually do better with really rich people than I do with middle class people. I mean, I don't know what it is. You put me in a room with guys with lots of money, they take to me for some reason. I don't know why.
You're tall.
I'm tall.
Yeah,
I'm
good
energy.
Looking. You're good looking. You look rich.
I do look rich. And a lot of times I'm always like the only black guy in certain rooms. I'm privy to that. Not that I try to do that, but I get friends that invite me to places and art shows and stuff like that, and events. And I'm like, it's me and one other black chick somewhere. And they covered their quotas. There's never two of them. It's always one black guy, which is me. I wrote a book once called When You're the Only Black Guy in the Room. Yes, I have that, and I haven't released it yet, about my time from going from Compton, where I was one of many black guys in the room, and going to college and working in corporate America, where I went to
not Princeton, the one on the beach.
Pepperdine. Yes. So, I can speak the lingo, and sometimes I'm just standing there minding my own business. And sometimes, and I'll tell you a secret, sometimes white people When you're
White
at one of your
people.
fancy events and you see one black guy there who's not serving food or parking your car, you get
Like,
curious.
you
Why is
get
that
curious.
black guy?
What
And
is
no,
he doing
not
here?
negatively curious, like what the hell is he doing here? Like, he must know something if he's in the same room as I am.
Mhm.
And they work themselves over and try to figure out who's this guy.
Who's this guy? Who's
He's
this
in
guy?
my room. Who's this guy? What's this guy's about? He's got to know something. I'm Dr. J. Oh, no wonder you're in the room. Okay. So they get curious about me. So David Ellison, invite me over for Christmas. We can talk about it.
That's right.
You know, I got a
That's
little
right.
money. You know, I can throw a little money my way. I got this actress named Patricia Ray. She's just starting her own movie.
That's right.
You
Put
know,
me
a
in
lot
one of
stuff.
your movies, David.
But, yeah, David, it's no hard
I think there
feelings.
should be a franchise, 60-year-old Mission Impossible for women.
For women.
Yeah.
For a budget
Why
of
not?
$60 million. We don't need $60 million.
The
Well, $10
$60
million.
million postmenopausal woman.
Yeah. David, if you're listening, and I may be 2-3 degrees of separation from him. I don't know. I get really close to people. I'm 6 degrees of separation from a lot of people. So who knows if they know I know David Ellison. No hard feelings. I don't care about your politics, but we will talk about that in the next segment. But right now,
we got some gossip.
Gossip.
We got
I
some
love gossip, Patricia Ray.
Yes. Some Hollywood gossip via Miami. Apparently, Gloria Estefan's daughter, Emily Estefan, who's been in a long-term relationship with her partner, same-sex partner of 8 years, Gemini Hernandez, she was accosted by her partner with a cell phone. They won't say what the altercation was over, but she was arrested on Tuesday for felony strong arm robbery and misdemeanor battery.
Wow.
The arrest affidavit identifies her domestic partner of 8 years as the alleged victim. So they're not really divulging any of the reasons why, but apparently they were scuffling over this phone.
Like, let me see your
like
phone. Who
on
you
the
calling?
floor, rolling around trying to get the phone, and then Gemini got the phone and she struck Emily in the head with it, and she sustained scratches and bruising on her eyes. She was taken into custody, and they won't, divulge why, but I don't think she finally got a hold of the phone so she could call 911 so she could get help. So she had to call 911 for herself.
So somebody, I know what happened. Somebody said, who you texting? None of your business. I ain't texting nobody. Let me see your phone.
Exactly.
No.
I mean, who fights over a phone if it's not a jealousy thing, right?
Yeah. Who you texting, this and that.
Yeah.
This sucks.
Emily is the youngest of Gloria and Emilia Estefan's 2 children, and she actually went into a music career herself. She's a recording artist. Her and her partner have a podcast called In Our Own World together, but they haven't put out any new episodes since April. So maybe this might be the end of this journey for her. And sometimes I think that when you're giving your light and your energy to somebody who's maybe a little jealous of you, you don't do as well. You don't shine. So maybe now that if this partner does end up being, a breakup situation, her career might do better, because I have not ever heard of any Emily Estefan songs or anything like that. She hasn't found the acclaim that her parents have. So maybe it's her time to shine, and maybe getting into this altercation is kind of a way for her to break free.
I hope so. I mean, I love her parents. I love their music for years. Obviously, they could have helped her and get a career going, but we don't know the whole story. Maybe they say you're not willing to work hard enough and this and that. And sometimes it can just be about that. You don't want to work hard. Or, whatever the case is.
Nepotism's hard, how much do you help? Like David Ellison's parents didn't have any problem helping him, but here's someone like a Gloria Estefan who's probably like, work Work for
Yeah.
yourself, struggle. Because as an artist, you need to struggle. You need
Yes.
something to sing about.
Yes. And of course, when you have an idiot son with millions of dollars, this is business. So just go make a movie. Who cares? Talent means nothing.
Absolutely.
Well, I feel bad for her. I feel bad for anybody in domestic abuse, especially the females who date females, because you think that's the one thing they'd be able to escape from not dating a man is not,
Exactly.
but
That is a very good point. That how often are same-sex couples, using violence in their as a form of, communication in their relationships.
and there was a sheriff not too long ago who was killed by her domestic partner. Remember, her partner ran for the border. She was a sheriff, and they actually saw a video of her partner charging at her, and she was a sheriff, and her partner was like just it's a lot smaller than she. She stabbed her. They got her eventually and dragged her across the border, or they got her before they went to the border. But it was a female-female relationship, and it was a domestic violence. So domestic violence isn't cool at all. Hitting
No.
people. I can imagine living with somebody and getting into a physical altercation with them and then staying with them. I don't understand. I never understood how people calm down. I can see like Ike and Tina when there's drugs involved and drinking, then people calm down a little bit afterwards. But when everybody's in their right mind, it's just an anger issue. It's got to be really scary to share your bed or your house with somebody who has that type of anger issues, especially when there's knives and scissors and sharp things and things to poison people's food. It's real.
You're
it's real
really going there.
I mean, the Bible says it's better to be on the corner top of a roof than being in a house with an angry woman.
Wow.
You know what the corner of a rooftop is? It's better to be like 1 foot on the corner. Can you imagine standing on the corner of your rooftop on 1 foot? That is safer than being in a house with an angry woman.
Well,
So yeah. So
don't piss
that's
me
no
off.
good.
Well, we wish her well, and we hope
Wish her
everything
well.
works out. and,
Absolutely.
hopefully, that's the end of this.
Hopefully it's the end. It should take one time that somebody goes off on you and you should be gone. You really should be gone. Don't take that from anybody because it's probably going to happen again. And it probably will. Now, there's another story I want to transition to. The California police have boosted patrols at grocery stores
Mm.
as millions of people lose their SNAP benefits thanks to the government
Shut down.
shutdown. I'm not gonna. We don't talk politics here anymore, so I don't care who you want to blame. But so people aren't getting their benefits, and soup kitchens are overflowed.
Well, they are getting their benefits. They're going to run out in November.
They're running in November. That means no food stamps, right?
Mm-hmm.
I donate once a month to a food bank.
Oh, okay. Good for you.
My men's group at my church, we every second Saturday we go to a food bank and we give food to people who drive up and walk up and need food. It's hard work.
Is it you mean you feed cooked food to people?
No, people drive up and we hand them grocery bags and boxes of food.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Mm-hmm.
And since I'm such a big guy, they always put me on the heavy frozen meat. Just kidding. They always put me. I gotta pick up the big slabs of beef, and it's cold, and I gotta have these gloves. That was giving me the all hard backbreaking work. Like, I don't need this. I'm not getting paid for this. Can I do something lighter? So, but it's very fulfilling. It takes like 2 hours, and it's hard work donating. Don't donate your time like that unless you really have your heart into it, because they'll work you.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so here's the thing. They're afraid that people are going to get so desperate that they're going to go in grocery stores and start stealing food.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're afraid that you don't have your money, you don't get your benefits run out, you don't have money, that you will be incentivized to find other means to feed your family. And I'm okay. I don't condone stealing. But if I had a family to feed and the government shutdown was affecting my benefits, I wouldn't steal the food from a grocery store, but I would probably stand in aisle 5 and eat as many cookies and potato chips as I can.
So you would just eat at the store.
It's not stealing if I don't walk out with it. Because you eat the evidence.
I see.
And that's what I was totally thinking. So that's do you have a problem with that, Patricia Ray?
Eating food in the store. I'm not gonna say.
These are desperate people. I mean, we all do it anyway, right? I mean, we always gotta grab something and make sure we taste it.
There are plenty of local food banks, though, that are available. Community Space Food Bank, Hollywood Food Coalition, Los Angeles Regional Food,
Mm-hmm.
the Los Angeles Boys and Girls Club, Catholic Charity Food Distribution, World Harvest Food Bank. So there is food available besides the grocery store. Like, I know people like to pick the food that they want. That's the advantage of the SNAP, because you get a debit card, you go to the store, and you could pick what you like to eat.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no shortage of food in this country. Trader Joe's gives away thousands of pounds every month. So you can get your family fed. I wouldn't recommend stealing or resorting to endangering someone else's life in order to feed your family.
Did I say that, Patricia? I didn't say
There
endanger
are
anybody's life.
5.5 million people in California alone that do get some kind of assistance,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's SNAP or food stamps, or and at least 2 million children in California alone that survive off of assisted programs. So the one of the reasons they say that they don't want to continue the SNAP program into November, even though there's a $6 billion contingency fund, is because people are saying, I don't know if this is true or not, that the Trump administration doesn't want to release that $6 billion contingency fund for SNAP, but that he's gonna release it maybe closer to the end in November, so that he can come in as like the hero, I saved the day kind of thing. I don't know if this is true. I just read that somewhere.
Well, like I said, I don't condone stealing anything. Let me end this segment with a quick story. There was 2 monkeys. Have you ever heard the story, Patricia Ray? There were 2 monkeys that lived next to each other. And that's not a metaphor for Black people. I'm saying 2 actual monkeys that live next door, okay? Don't people read into that stuff, or people's mind go crazy. There were 2 monkeys that lived next door to each other. One monkey had a banana tree. The other monkey didn't. So every day, one monkey would go to the other monkey's banana tree and take bananas off the tree. And then the monkey who had the banana tree said, "Hey, those are my bananas." And he said, "Okay, I'm just grabbing a few every day just to eat off of them." So one day, the monkey with the banana tree got some wood and started building a fence around his banana tree. So the other monkey comes out and says, "Hey, monkey, don't build that fence around your banana tree." And the other monkey says, "Well, I don't want you to get my bananas." The other monkey says, "I understand, but please don't build a fence around it." And the first monkey says, "Why not?" And the second monkey says, "Because now you're just going to make me steal from you." Ever heard that story?
I have not. Speaking of monkeys, though, did you hear about the truck that turned over in Mississippi with these these monkeys that were all from a lab that were infected with COVID, hepatitis C, and something else. And they've caught most of them, but one of them is still running around in the wild in Mississippi. So be careful with the monkeys.
So you just ruined my great story, Patricia Ray. Trying to end on a great story, and you're gonna tell me about monkeys running around. And if I find out these aren't real monkeys, you're gonna be in trouble because this is Mississippi.
They're real monkeys. It was on
She
NBC
wasn't reading
News.
some kind of racist story.
The
on there.
moral of the story is share, right? Don't make
Share.
if
Share.
there's excess, don't hoard food because
Don't hoard it. And
That's
don't
not
put
what-
people in a situation
where they are desperate and they have to steal from you.
Absolutely. There you go. You've got the world famous Strictly Business Show with me, Dr. J, the sexiest business show in the world, with my beautiful co-host. What's your name?
Patricia
Say
Ray.
your name. Say your name.
Patricia Ray. Say my name. Say my name.
We're gonna come back with one more segment on the world famous Strictly Business Show on New HD Radio.
That's right.
I was holding that cough in for like 5 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
I have never told that story before.
Really?
I heard that story. I don't even know where I heard that story from, like when I was a kid.
You should do the next segment.
About the
Or I could do it. About Taylor Sheridan.
Okay. No, be my pleasure. Why you gonna get emotional about it? You gonna go off on him?
No.
Do you know somebody in this? You don't want to be saying names?
No, not at all. I'll add the juicy tidbits.
Okay. One monkey, two monkey, three monkey.
Well, I just came short of organizing every hair on my head. He's the amazing Dr. Gray. J. Lamar Gray is number one. This is Rick Dees, member FDIC.
You have got the world famous Strictly Business Show with me, Dr. J, the sexiest business show in all the world, with all the business moves you really need. StrictlyDoctorJ.com. I'm here with my beautiful co-host, actress, artiste, painter, podcaster, healer, Patricia Ray. Hi, Patricia
Namaste.
Ray. Namaste.
Namaste.
Who's Nama and why does she have to stay?
Mama stay. That's what I taught my dogs. Mama stay.
Mama stay.
Uh,
Okay. Well, Patricia Ray, we got some movie news and more creative stuff about your good friend David Ellison.
mm-hmm.
And
Well, it's really about the Taylor Sheridan $1 billion deal. He's actually leaving David Ellison.
before we get into that,
Mm-hmm.
is there any updates on your next big Academy nominated performance, the movie Henry?
Oh, nothing. I haven't heard anything. They're in the
It-
editing phase. I did see a rough cut of the movie. I wasn't in a lot of it. So we'll see what
Well,
happens.
Ruby D wasn't in a lot of the Denzel movie with about the drug dealer, and she was nominated for an Oscar.
That's true.
I mean,
Yes.
surely you can nominate for an Oscar. It's called Henry. It's about a you want to bring
A
people up
cow.
to speed?
It's
A
about
cow?
it's really about a young man who, in defense of his cow, commits manslaughter. He kills another young gentleman, shoots him in the back, and up by Kern County in Agua Dulce.
Mm-hmm.
And the prosecutor wants to make a point that, you can't use excessive force in defense of an animal, that it's, you're breaking the law. But the judge decides that that law is antiquated, and she wants to hear the case, and she wants to um, give the kid a fair shot because she does believe that you can love an animal like a family member. And that law is already changing in New York. They changed the law. It was either New York or New Jersey. They've already recognized pets as family members, that and so they're getting more legal rights.
Uh-huh.
And so the movie, it's basically you see the him falling in love with the cow, taking care of the cow, nursing the cow, and then the cow's life is threatened, and so he defends his cow, and then he has to prove that the cow was never property to him. It was more like his brother
I
or
love one of brethren. Okay. Well,
Mhm.
oh Henry, we're looking for that Henry. It's
We are
called.
looking for you.
And you would play a judge again, like All Rise, and I still think you deserve a spinoff from that, your own
Me
judge show,
too.
and maybe you can still get that in the works if the
But you
universe
guys
is
can watch
listening.
All Rise on Hulu and HBO Max, which will
Hmm.
be part of the merger.
I watch it just to hear you. Speaking of merger, so Taylor Sheridan, right? That's his
Yes,
name.
sure.
Have you worked with him? He's the creator of
I've auditioned for his shows, but I have not booked a Taylor Sheridan show. He literally has created an empire for
and have
himself.
you met him?
Never met him.
Do you okay? So he's not in the room. He reportedly, well, he's going over to NBC because he's having trouble with the new leadership of Paramount Studios
David
CEO
Ellison.
David Ellison. Oh God,
Bringing it back. It's
David
called a
Ellison
callback.
strikes again.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's the new leader of the whole Skydance Media Paramount. We talked about it in the first segment, and apparently he's trying to take control over there. And there's a lot of he said, she said, according to a new report from the Wall Street Journal. The Yellowstone creator had multiple disagreements with the Paramount CEO following the company's recent merger, because now the guy's drunk with power. And he's a USC student, so golly, drunk with power and USC, that goes hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's a close ally to President Trump, and apparently he wants the show to be a little more political. And then, of course, Taylor says, no, I try to be apolitical. I try to show both sides, but that's not good enough. So apparently there was some things with Nicole Kidman. Have you worked with Nicole Kidman?
I have not actually.
Okay. Good, because you'll just,
But perhaps
you could help
it could
her. You could
happen.
make
I
her
did
look good.
work with Diane Keaton. May she rest in peace.
Yes. Oh gosh, yes. Wonderful actress. And of course, there was just it sounds like a lot of Hollywood nonsense here. I mean, break it down for us a little bit, Patricia Ray. What's the
Yes.
Hollywood
So
nonsense?
Taylor Sheridan, basically, he's a showrunner who's created an empire over at Paramount. He got a lot of people to sign up for Paramount Plus because he doesn't just create shows, he creates worlds. So Yellowstone's getting 2 spin-offs. 1923. There was 1980 something. Then he created Landman, and now Lioness with Nicole Kidman. The problem with Nicole Kidman was the Paramount David Ellison had booked Nicole on another show without
Hmm.
telling Taylor Sheridan. So Taylor wants his actors to be in first place, which means
Now
if they have another show, they have to be available for his show first.
now
And
isn't that a little much for the CEO to be involved in casting issues on a project?
well, apparently, I mean, he wants Taylor Sheridan to write a script for the 250th anniversary of America based loosely on Trump because he's very good friends with Trump, David Ellison. And that's when Taylor said, I'm not going to do that. I try to stay out of politics. I tried to show both sides of politics. I don't just feature one side.
So he said no, which is his God-given right to say, no, I don't want to do this.
That's right. Then there was another show that Taylor wanted to do. And David said, no, I'm not going to I'm not going to greenlight that script. They were also very upset because it was costing them like, $50 million to do episodes of each season or whatever. A lot of money. He was spending a lot of money on his shows. He didn't want anybody to tell him what to do. David Ellison was giving him script notes, and he's like, I'm not doing this. I created this world by myself. I don't need a babysitter. And the CEO, the female CEO of NBC, I forget her name right now. She flew to his ranch. She had a conversation with him. She said, we'll give you full reign. We're going to give you a deal where you can make movies. But, he still has to stay at Paramount till 2028. So he still has another 3 years of contract that he has to fulfill. But once he gets over to NBC, he'll be able to do movies and he'll be able to create new shows. But all of that library is going to stay at Paramount. So I don't think David was that upset about losing him, because he's already got so much, access to so much of his content, which already has generated billions of dollars for Paramount.
And he's still the creator, so he'll still get paid for that. So, I mean, no one's going to be busted here.
No.
This is just a pissing match where no one's going to end up homeless. I mean, Taylor, no matter where he goes.
$1 billion deal. I mean, he's never going to spend that in his lifetime.
What's these stories of people flying out to your house to offer you $1 billion deal?
When is that going to happen for us? When is that going to happen for us?
I'd gladly fly anywhere for $1 billion deal. I mean, but the fact you're going to say, oh, no, I'll come to you. Stay where you are. I'm going to fly to you and wave $1 billion deal in your face. That must be pretty nice.
Very nice.
I get bill collectors coming to my house trying to collect money. I have people coming to my house to collect money.
Yeah, the only people coming here is looking for money, not offering.
Exactly.
We do wish Taylor Sheridan all the best. I'd love to be in one of his shows. Sign me up, whatever studio you're at. I won't give you no script notes.
And this is such a power thing. It's a throwback to the old 50s studio heads. And, all this guy has to do, and this is what makes me so mad about people like this. All you got to do is sit back and count your money.
I mean, know.
You have to push people around too. Yep. I mean, geez. All you got to do is count your money.
Count your money.
Count your blessings. And
count
do
your
good
money.
Stuff. So even your dogs are upset about this.
They are. I think my husband's locked out. He's trying to get in.
So what about Nicole Kidman's I mean, you think, and she's in a position because you really can't piss off a studio head, right? Unless you just really
yeah, I mean, she's gonna do the shows that they offer her because she's the lead. She gets, she's the reigning queen on series right now, and these shows give her the opportunity to be gorgeous, to be strong, to be a leader, and where. She's not going to turn that down because
I understand
she's
that.
trying not to age out of her category. She's holding on for dear life. She looks beautiful. She just had another facelift.
Who lifted it? Well, you're right. These show creators, you're right. You said something that was very interesting because you're right. A good show could do wonders for a platform. One show could do wonders for a platform. I mean, I've seen advertisement for shows for streaming services I don't have and said, oh, I got to subscribe to this because I want to watch this show. I mean, I got Apple TV for a trial just so I could watch the Denzel and Spike new collaboration. Now I'm going to cancel it after it's over, but they do get my money for a couple of months while I watch the series or show. So I only got Apple TV just so I can watch the Denzel Spike movie, and then all of a sudden there's all kind of other shows there I haven't seen. So that's how they get you. The beautiful thing about these subscriptions, and I hope they never change, is that you can cancel anytime. And I don't think they mind because they'll get your $15 or $30 for a couple of months, and then you can be gone.
Exactly. They offer you a 30-day subscription or, and then you forget, and then you pay for a couple months, and then you go, and then you cancel, and then a new show comes on that you want to see, and so you'll get another 30-day trial, and then you'll forget. So they make plenty of money on these free subscriptions.
I mean, I wanted to get the Apple TV. I was like, but I ended up paying more money to see the Denzel Spike Lee movie because they got me sucked into another show. So now, I thought I'm saving money. I will just subscribe and watch this movie, and I'll cancel right after that.
Well, that's what that's what they're betting on,
I'm paying $200 for a Denzel Spike Lee movie.
That's right. And that's why Taylor Sheridan was so successful for Paramount, because he sucked them in with one show and then he kept them. He kept the audience.
Well, it sounds like Taylor's a good guy. He sounds like he wasn't trying to have an argument. He sounds like, listen, I just don't do that, or that's just not my thing, which he should have the right to do when he's this successful. It wasn't like, get out of my face, I hate Trump. It was just like, no, I don't want to do that. Mm-hmm. And when someone gets mad at you just because you stand on your principles and say, I don't want to do something, and now all of a sudden you're just ruining their career and just getting into pissing matches.
Even though they do call Yellowstone a
conservative show.
A what?
Conservative show.
A conservative show.
Yeah.
But it's not, it is conservative to me in the way that he features Americana. His shows are about being proud to be American, about the Wild West, about conquering, business.
The unconquerable.
Yeah, the unconquerable. So that's such an American thing, to chase the American dream. His shows are always about defending America, chasing the American dream, and keeping it alive. Is that a conservative value? I don't necessarily think so. I think it's just a patriotic value. I think he's very patriotic. And that's what people confuse with conservatism.
Well, Taylor, keep doing your thing. Keep making plenty of money. And David Ellison, keep making plenty of money, too. I come from a time where people...
some money.
I only get in arguments with people over making some money, not having more than enough and just doing all these issues that have nothing to do with money. Must be nice.
It must be nice.
Patricia Ray, thank you again for joining me for another week of antics on the Strictly Business Show. Anytime. Where can we find you, Patricia Ray? Tell people.
Instagram at the Patricia Ray, on Twitter. I'm still on X, the Patricia Ray, Facebook, Patricia Ray, and in life, look for my energy in my films, my movies. Go on Hulu, HBO, Amazon. I'm all over the place.
Oh, and the new HD radio. Oh, man.